So today we are getting ready to put back together a shock. We had previously rebuilt the shock, kind of rebuilt it. We took it apart, cleaned it up, put it back together because it was leaking, and it didn't seem to leak. However, apparently I didn't get this little clip right here, this little C-clip right here, back in very well, and it popped out and we lost all the internals of the reservoir.
Just put it just barely in there and get this on.
Okay. Yeah, I was just pushing back on me, so.
Oh, okay. I see.
Doctor Scalpel. How awesome it is. So this shop is a little more roomier than Dandy's garage shop.
Look what I found.
Unleash your inner maverick.
Yeah.
Ours is unleashed. What are we doing over here, though?
Tune?
Is it what?
Does it have a tune?
You know, not yet, Dean.
It's not unleashed yet.
Well, you're right. You're right. Okay. It's like, I get what you're saying. You're correct. What's happening?
We're gonna back the spring pressure off, and then we're gonna take the shock apart, clean it up, see what's wrong.
So what's happening to it? Why do you have to do all this?
It's leaking oil.
Oh, that's no good. And we have a Pismo trip,
Yep.
and we're taking the Razor and the Can-Am.
Yeah, we want the shock oil to be on the inside.
I'm gonna need you to talk into this microphone. Sorry, I'm interviewing you.
That's nice.
It's you know it is what it is.
That's
so
so nice.
So leaky shock, no good.
No good.
Leaky shock equals sad face.
Yeah.
So you gotta tear it apart, figure out what's going on, and fix it. And I don't feel bad for you at all because every time I do or say something stupid, you don't edit it out for me. You add it in. So welcome. So what are you doing now?
We're going to take the springs off.
Are they gonna fly out and could they pop and hit somebody in the face? Should you be wearing safety gear? I'm just trying to tell people.
What fun is that?
Okay, I'm just trying. I'm not you guys shouldn't wear safety gear. That would be weird. I'm the average person.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, it's a little bit on the big side. Must have been for the rears. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to see if it actually is a little bit loose first.
Yeah.
See if it'll tighten. Not much. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
No. It's bound to happen eventually, though. Now what? You didn't get squirted.
Nope.
Happy? That was kind of a letdown. I thought something cool was going to happen.
So the needle valve shocks, the Walker Evans needle valves, it's Walker Evans' version of a bottom out control. So you have valving in the shock and the piston for the fluid to go back and forth. It also bypasses through the end of that hole right there
Okay.
and the shock stud, you might call it. So when you compress almost all the way to the bottom, that hole gets plugged by that needle and it gives you more resistance.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me see
Nice.
it. I want to see in there.
Nice and submerged.
My light. What's next? Yes. The next step.
Next is to continue putting the shock back together.
Guys. Okay, so what's happening?
Shock back together.
Shock it. Reassembling the shock.
Put the floating piston back in the reservoir.
Okay.
We have oil in it. Now we're just stopping all the oil out of this end because this is where the nitrogen goes.
Oh.
Do the C-clips.
Oh, C-clips. Let me go on this side because I want to see what's happening. No.
I was just getting.
Just put it just barely in there and get this on.
Okay. Yeah, I was just pushing back on me, so
Oh, okay. I see.
when I
Doctor
take it off.
Scalpel.
This is-
What is it? Let me see. So what is that thing and what do you do with it? And what's it do? What's it for? 10 other questions.
Stack that goes back on here. Exactly in this order.
I feel like you're like trying to disassemble a bomb and there's a timer ticking. I don't know.
I kind of do too.
Do you?
Right order, right?
What? These?
Yeah.
There's an order?
The final countdown.
gotta be this, huh?
Yeah.
So at least when it stopped, it was well over 100. So we'll make sure this thing gets.
Now, being that my son is the new driver of this car and that he is on a new driver young adult budget, what we did to resolve this issue was purchase on eBay a couple of broken shocks. As you can see here, we have a whole bunch of extra parts. What we ended up doing, here's how we received the shocks. I mean, we knew what we were buying. Apparently somebody landed hard from a jump probably and snapped the shock shafts, but the shocks were still in really good condition other than the shaft and the end cap. So what we are doing is we're going to take the shock shaft and the cap as a whole, this guy here, and we're going to put it back, or we're going to place it in this shock body that's still all together. We opened it up and it has really clean oil in it. So this is kind of a quick budget fix. So that's what we're going to be doing today on Dandy's Garage. Alright, what are we doing?
We are going to put 10 weight shock fluid in the replacement shock body for the one that we broke. With one somebody else broke. I think right there ought to do it.
Let's clean this one off. I see some junk
We can just spray it off. Pretty pink down. Looks pretty good to me.
Okay. Make sure that seal goes in. So how are we looking?
There's some big bubbles coming out now.
So how'd you like that rollover?
Felt pretty good. I think my wife liked it even more.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Was she sore?
Oh yeah.
How's she feeling about riding?
She's ready for another ride, man.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing here. Getting this thing prepped so we can go ride. I think we might have to do go up to the mountains. We might even hit some snow.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So we're still trying to get all those little bubbles out. It's kind of a pain.
It's not as much fun as it looks.
Just don't tell Brandy this is her favorite towel.
Oh shit.
She'll never see this video. Out of it.
Here it goes. It's gonna get messy. Alright, it's sitting on there.
Charge the reservoir with nitrogen, and then we're ready to put it on the car.
Ready to go riding again. Does that seal look pretty good?
You ready to ride?
Oh yeah. Dying for a ride.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we'll thread that all the way to the top. Slide the springs on.
Yeah.
So we got the springs on. It's full of oil.
Need a tape measure. Here we go. From top to
Oh, okay.
What's that?
about another 3,000 turns to get the preload we want on these.
Okay, so we're headed out to get the shock charged. DJ's trying out the F250 diesel for the first time.
Oh yeah. Never driven a diesel before. Damn, this truck feels like a tank.
It's a little bit big. What's that?
Does I feel like I could run shit over to drive over one of these little Toyotas?
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we headed?
Headed to Dean's house to recharge the shock with some nitrogen. And then I'm gonna go home.
Thinking about maybe try to hit some mountain trails, maybe Bald Mountain, Tamarack Snow Park. So from Bald Mountain, we can go climb up on the big rock. Go up to everybody goes up to the fire lookout. You can climb up on the tower. You can see, I think it's a lake. All right, so we're at the Hoover compound at Dean's house, so we can get the shock charged. We're getting pumped about getting this thing running.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go for another ride.
Here's the big shop, and there's the Can-Am. Alright. So what do we got there?
No, I got a present.
Bundle of joy.
What's going on?
Alright, so we're about to charge this thing up so we can pop wheelies and try not to roll over. Is it?
He said, is this car from the future?
It's an iCar.
Does it have an
I call it the
autopilot?
iCar.
Looks like that car, huh?
An iPad and dash?
Look at it. It looks like an iCar. Look at the inside. So, yeah, look at that. It looks like an Apple product on the inside. It's kind of cool. Definitely futuristic. Yeah, look at that in the dash. Like a Tesla.
Float. You can push it up and
Did
down.
you set the depth of like, what was it, an inch and a half or something like that?
I didn't change it. It's whatever it was. He released.
okay.
He released the pressure. I kind of checked it by pushing that down, and it seemed to be,
Okay.
Yeah.
and some wire.
160. At 175 on the dot. Hosed off the X3 yesterday. I couldn't stand all that mud on there.
Did you just now got it off?
Yesterday morning.
I was worried about that mud having salt in it.
Yeah, me too.
But guess what? Ours just got hosed off too. I didn't do it, Brandy did. It's actually still got a little bit of residue. I don't think there was any salt that got anywhere because it didn't leave any.
See how mine looks? That's just hose.
Yeah. Look at that rig. Spare tire mount. Like it. Okay. So what are we doing?
We are gonna put the shock back on the car.
So it's all charged, put back together. It's got nitrogen, it's got oil.
It's ready to go.
So we're gonna put it back together and set it on the ground and see what it looks like.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Back in the garage. Here we go.
There she is.
All charged up, full of oil, full of nitrogen. So our left and our right drop.
Yeah, and they're on the right side.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about the one that we swapped?
Yes. Think about that. Look at the way.
No, you know what the damn problem is? No, it's not right.
Just look.
I don't see any difference. Oh,
Yeah,
the
there's
other way these are.
I wonder if we can get away with spinning it around to the front. No, it's the position.
Yeah.
GoPro, stop recording.